Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. And I made a mistake. So I've just finished recording the Halls of. Oh, okay. I've just finished recording the Halls of Valor video, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to have one quick look at the Dungeon Finder, just see what's going on, see if there's anything that strikes my fancy. And this group was like a bunch of alts, or actually one is like mentally well geared, and they just wanted. They were just pretty much looking for a tank. They just wanted a quick, clean, get in, get out, run. And I thought, you know what, a 10 Algathar does what I need it to do. Let's get in. And it was great, except in the video with Hall's video, I was saying that, you know what, I'm kind of a bit tired, not feeling particularly well. We'll just take it nice and chill. And I've decided to pull everything forgetting its explosives. So I am going to try and help on explosives as much as I can. Probably not going to help very much if I'm stood looking into a wall. That was a little bit messy, but we recovered. I'm guessing it's just the big ones that can cause explosive based on the fact that we didn't get a gajillion explosives then. But I'm not sure. Let's have a look overall, see what the damage is going to be like. I have a feeling we've got some very big pumpers in this group. Just a feeling. So I'm going to go into this next pack. And yeah, so like I said, I wouldn't really recommend this. And the reason what I wouldn't recommend it is if you're going into a key already tired, already not feeling great, or anything like that, just don't. A little bit of self control. I obviously don't have it, and I've rushed into this, and I'm not feeling very well. I'm not whatever. It's one of those things that I definitely shouldn't have joined this key, and I'm well aware I shouldn't have joined this key, but I've done it anyway. It's too late now. What you can do? Okay, are we gonna start clearing between people, or nah? We're just gonna not. Okay, considering this is I died and that's done. That's amazing. We're literally wiping because people didn't want to clear Thundering. Amazing. So the tank theoretically never needs to clear, and you'll still be fine. The priest has started talking already now. Whatever. Um, yeah, like the tank theoretically should never need to clear, which means people could have definitely come and got things sorted, but never mind. Um, right, okay. Yeah, they're all. They've. This is an issue with joining people who have like, if you go through 2.5k main, 2.5k on that character, 2k or 1.9k ish. This is the issue: is that they have probably inflated egos, and you're in that kind of in league terms, you're in that kind of low platinum, high gold mark where like platinum 4 is like the most toxic environment in the game because everyone gets to plat 4 and thinks, oh, I've made it. And the reality is, yes, you're in the top probably 10% of player base by that point, but you're still not the best. And thinking you're anything but like the top 10% is tough. And if you've got an ego, especially if you've developed an ego by getting to that point, it's going to be pretty rough. Now, no one's stacking for the ads. Again, you'd like to think that people know what they're doing if they're going to be in a key, but apparently not. I don't know how this interacts actually with explosive, so I'm going to try and pump as many of these as I can. I mean, we get like revenge hitting multiple targets. We do a lot of damage. We get a lot of ignore pain, so it's not a bad thing at all. I'm going to see if I can actually do this properly. So the way to do it is like that, and then I don't think I killed him. Didn't get rid of my dot though. Okay, so not ideal. If this was tyrannical, that'd probably be a bigger deal, but it's not, so it isn't. So I'm immediately going to do this, and pray that we kill them all quickly. I'm going to taunt the big one there. A couple of them got to other people. It's actually not a bad thing. They don't actually do all too much damage. It's the dot that they apply is the big issue. But I mean, 95k, that's pretty crazy damage. I didn't think I was going to actually jump over them. So I'm not pulling this yet. The reason I'm not pulling this yet is because I'm waiting for Thunderblast. Did we not use Bloodlust? Hilarious. So I'm going to stand over here to start with. And then we're going to go and stack over here. But yeah, this mob takes so much time. It's just such a ball ache of a mob. I'm literally taking it here because I just can't be bothered moving out, and I don't feel like I need to anymore. I'm going to go here, and if it doesn't work like I'm planning, I have charge. Probably don't even need to charge, but the evoker died. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of got to a point tonight where I realised late at night is not good for keys. We've had one good key in 5 keys, which is a pretty bad ratio. Like during the day, you can probably get like 1 in 5 the other way. Let's get some big shields on. Big ignore pains. I rallied because I didn't know they all burst. That's horrible. I'm hoping other people are going to be focusing on the explosives. I'm going to kill them all again. Yeah, we really should be careful with that bursting. Luckily, the next pack, I don't think you get. I think you always get the same amount of birds. Just like the first one, there's no elites. The second one, there's 1 elite. Third one, there's 2 elites. I think you always get the same amount of birds. It's just more of them are elites. If that's the case, then in theory, bursting gets easier each time because you're only going to kill. You can kill 1 less mob each time. We'll see in this pack actually. Yeah, it works like that. Okay, that's interesting. It's good to know. So bursting on the first pack is probably the worst one. I'm not sure if Blizzard have actively like thought about that or if it's just luck, but that's a pretty cool thing, actually. So get these 2 dead. So we wasted Bloodlust. We didn't use it on Tree Boss. I actually would like to just Bloodlust this and just have done with it, personally. But we'll see what happens, see what they say. You don't lose much by Bloodlust in here. I mean, here and Veximus, the arcane boss, is kind of equal. This one does have a burn phase, I suppose, but if we use it here, we're definitely going to get a use on last boss. So I've just said, yeah, just pop it on the pole and let's burn it down. And you can see, like, the priest is saying, don't use the balls till the 4th AoE. Like, that's absolutely the right strategy. It's what you should be doing. You probably don't have to worry about it on a 10, on a non-tyrannical week. But obviously, if these players are used to high keys, then they know that that's a normal thing. No one cleared again. Ouch. I'm going to have to try and kill that explosive. I really wish people would start clearing. Like, okay. So we've got 2 stacks of Deafening Screech. We should just use it now, honestly, yeah. So I'm going to just do that and hope that that stuns him. If I'm the only person that's put one in, yeah, just throw it. It's 30% health. You may as well use the damage bonus for the length of time you're going to have it. They're obviously used to higher keys, and I totally get it, but you have to adapt, right? There's no point playing a +2 like a +20, or playing a +20 like a +2. If you don't adapt, then your situation's going to be pretty dang bad. But nice quick kill. It was actually a very quick kill, I'll give them that. There's twice now that thundering has failed. I'm not fantastic at looking out of it too much, but actually, something that I do probably need to take a little bit of caution of. Uh, I'm gonna pull these as well, but I'm not gonna pull the other ones. Is the healer just not here? What's going on? Why am I not getting healed? Like I would normally pull. I pointed them. I would normally pull the two extra foragers, but I just thought in this situation, let's just control ourselves. We've already had a couple of like mechanical issues. Let's not add more, shall we? And even now, I'm still getting battered, to be honest. I'm actually very tempted to go and sit in defensive stance. I don't think threat is going to be too much of a problem. Like, there's only one person that's really doing enough damage to risk me losing threat, and they're a pretty confident player. They'll probably be fine. But I seem to be just spiking ever so slightly, which is not good. I've not really experienced this tool too much as a tank. Still got my full set on. Now, I do think you actually want to play them too, but I don't really know at this point. I'm just going to continue and carry on my life and pretend that we don't need to. So I think it's the scepter here that needs priority interrupts. Going to just stun them while I go and deal with that. So let's go and get the stun off. Who was that pulled aggro? It was actually the demon hunter. Okay. So I do have to be a little bit wary about threat. Um, it's nice to be able to recognize at this point though that like I can walk into a key and go, okay, pulling 50, 60k on a pack, I'm probably going to be fine with. Bursty 80, 90k, and it's quite a bursty profile just being a demon hunter anyway. I'd probably say I need to be a little bit more careful. I mean, he did hunt before the mob even got to me then, which I'd say is kind of his fault. Just a little bit. I did pop cooldowns here. I'm pretty glad of that because we decided that we were going to pull everything in its mother. Nice shield block out just to try and reduce some of this damage. I am going to be dealing with as many explosives as I can. It would be quite interesting to actually just have a look. Let's have a look now before I forget. Because I always say I'm going to have a look at something, and by the end of the dungeon, I've just forgotten. Explosives, I'm currently second highest on explosives. The healer is doing quite a good job out of them, actually. Maybe that's why I was struggling for healing a little bit, because he's wasting, I say wasting, he's using globals on killing explosives. Now, the book here has a priority interrupt, which does a sleep, which is annoying as hell. So I'm going to make sure I focus the book. We stunned it. I didn't actually mean to stun it at that point. I just kind of accidentally did. But if he happens to cast it again, we will. We're good. No one's clearing. So 3 seconds left. Yeah, so I understand why Blizzard made the change to his Thundering, but it is slightly frustrating that as a tank, you do get used to not needing to clear very much. Um, but in this group, it seems damage is more important, which I kind of get, but is frustrating. Break these explosives real quick, and then we'll go into this final pack. I've had to press every button there. I somehow spiked to like really low health. Not sure what's going on, but that wasn't nice at all. I literally don't have anything for this. I have a stun now. But if I'm the only one interrupting, maybe I'm just going to say everyone did it on the first one and say that we're better than noobs. So we've still got 17 minutes left on this key. We're just about to kill the third boss, and there's very little like percentage left. So on this, we could spell reflect just to absorb orbs, I guess. Is that the play? Is there anything here I can use it on? I think it's one thing. So when I'm talking about playing warrior, there's a lot on this fight on just as warrior where it's like I can use spell reflection. Like this is why you don't spell reflect. You don't clear thundering with tank, by the way. They literally both got stunned. Jesus Christ. Um, but like it's learning what you can and can't spell reflect. Like here, I can spell reflect them not to absorb, not to reflect the damage away, but I can spell reflect them to reduce the damage I take, which is worth it. Yeah. So, but I mean, the fact that we failed thundering again, how these guys do like higher level keys, I have no idea at this point. But mine is not to ask. I think that's the saying. If it isn't the saying, I've just made up a saying. Of which case, I think I deserve credit because that was a good saying. I used Avatar and Shield Wall for some goddamn reason. I don't know. Like the time on us killing that boss and the time of us killing the bird boss, it's not that big a difference, even with Bloodlust. It's not something that I'm certainly going to be worried about anyway. So set to here, priority interrupt. So again, I could interrupt the surges and let someone else do it, or I could not. As soon as the scepter dies, I'm going to pull the next one. I believe the Battleaxes do quite a bit of damage. Did that explosive go off? There's no way. Just refuse to believe it. Yeah, I am getting chunked. What am I dying to right now? Severing Slash doing 60k of my health a second or every 2 seconds or something. It's not ideal. I'm going to have to look at my damage taken. This pull. It was the Severing Slash from the Battle Axe. Jeez. Okay. Maybe I do have to put a little bit more respect on them. Is there anything else? No, it was literally just the Severing Slash. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe I over or underestimated how much damage that does. Looks like you can outrange it, so maybe that's something to note for future, is that I should be outranging them. Overall, what's done the deeps to us so far? 5.9% corrupted mana fiends, just melees. Okay, nothing major. We're gonna grab both here. I've got cooldowns, and I don't think damage is going to be our issue here. So I think we can probably do this, not a problem. I also have shockwaves and other stuns that I've just used all at the same time because I'm bad at the game. If you pace them out, you can do a lot of the interrupts as a warrior on your own, certainly prot warrior on your own. Okay, I'll come and clear with you. Don't worry about it, buddy. Yeah, if you pace them out, you've got Stormbolt, you've got Shockwave, you've got Shield Charge. You've got a lot of ways of clearing stunt. Why were you there before I was? I don't understand it. We've still got mobs to kill. But yeah, so that was the point I was trying to make, albeit rudely interrupted by a demon hunter trying to pull for me. Oh, is the bomb what does the duppus? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I thought they nerfed it, but I'm gonna go in now while we've got time. I'm hoping everyone just comes in. I'm gonna pop a shield wall just because no one seems to want to kick anything or be helpful. We've got everything in the building at least. Everything and everyone. Which means even if I just stand and everything now, eventually we'll probably die. I'm interested to see, because I feel like I've been very squishy this run. I'm interested to see if I've out-healed the Evoker. What do you guys think? Details is bugging up right now. I mean, like, it really is confused as to what's going on, but let's pull. And Bloodlust was up perfectly for this boss. So I do think my Bloodlust usage, had we have used it on the first boss, we'd have used it on Vexamus as well. But because we didn't, I think it was better to reevaluate and use it this way. So moral of this story is listen to me, I guess. Now, the moral of this story, I'm actually going to give a moral of this story. The moral of this story is just because they're high rated doesn't mean they know best. That's the first one. High rated players still stand and stuff. And just because they're high rated doesn't mean that they're the right players to be playing with. And what I mean by that is sometimes just because they know what they're talking about, they know what they're talking about as if it's a 20 or an 18 or a 30 key. I don't know, 30 haven't been done yet, but you understand my point. Ultimately, you've seen these guys fail on Thundering. We've seen these guys fail on a few things. Actually, just blindly following them because they've got rating is probably not a very good thing to do. We get 92 rating out of that, which is pretty nice, taking us to 1413 there. That means our Algathar Academy is at 189. That's pretty low, actually. I might have to get that a bit fixed. A little treat for this one is we've finished our weekly quest. So we can go and hand this in for a piece of 402 loot, and let's see what we get. I'm going to hand it in as prop, mainly because the raid trinkets are insane, and if we happen to get one of those, happy days. Unfortunately, we don't want one-handed weapons. No, we don't really want one-handed weapons. A shield would be okay, though, so I'm going to hand it in as prop. Hope for something good. I hope that if you finish this, or when you finish this quest, you get something nice as well. And do you know what? I'll take it, actually. Do you know what? Like, some people might go, yeah. But 411, which means it comes from one of the last bosses, I'm going to say, comes from Broodkeeper. So I'd have preferred the shield, but I'd have preferred the ring. Would have definitely preferred the ring. But actually, I'll take that. A 411 piece, that's pretty nice. We've got 1,000 Valor, so we can upgrade some pieces. Our warrior's looking pretty good. 1413, we've got 4 dungeons left to do on Fortified. I'm hoping at least 3 of those are going to be pretty high keys. Maybe even try and push for 15s, but we'll see what happens. So, guys, thanks for watching. More to come in the next couple of days, and catch you later. Goodbye.